Welcome to the Awakening with Kelvin Phiri Podcast, and this is another episode in our Bridges to Prosperity series where we slow down the noise, look at the bigger picture, and keep the conversation practical, hopeful, and grounded in what we can do as a people. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer: this episode is not political campaigning, nor is it an endorsement of any political party. This is a reflection on a constitutional address delivered to the National Assembly and what it means for Zambia's long-term development. As always, I encourage you to think independently, stay informed, and remain constructive. Now, on the 20th of February 2026, the President delivered an address to the 5th session of the 13th National Assembly. What made this speech particularly meaningful is that it was not framed around political promises. It was framed around something deeper: Zambia's national values and principles. The address was structured around Article 8 of our Constitution, the 6 values that define who we are as a nation: morality and ethics, patriotism and national unity, democracy and constitutionalism, human dignity, equity and social justice, good governance and integrity, sustainable development. And that framework alone tells us something powerful. It tells us that development is not only about infrastructure and budgets, it is about character, direction, and identity. Let us begin with morality and ethics. The speech highlighted efforts to strengthen families and protect young people from social challenges such as teenage pregnancies, child marriages, gender-based violence, and substance abuse. A strong emphasis was placed on free education as a transformative tool. Today, over 2.5 million children are benefiting from the reintroduced free education policy. Thousands of girls who had left school are being supported back into classrooms. The school feeding program has expanded significantly. Menstrual hygiene support has increased nationwide. Teachers have been recruited in large numbers to improve quality and access. Education is the foundation of prosperity. When a child returns to school, the long-term impact extends far beyond the classroom. It strengthens productivity, reduces poverty, empowers families, and creates future leaders. Investing in education is investing in Zambia's future competitiveness. The address then moved into patriotism and national unity. There was strong emphasis on promoting local content, especially in the mining sector, through statutory instrument number 68 of 2025. Public procurement reforms now give preference to locally produced goods and services. Tax systems have been modernized and digitized to improve efficiency and transparency. This is economic patriotism. It is about ensuring that Zambians participate meaningfully in their own economy. It is about building capacity within our borders. It is about strengthening local suppliers and creating jobs at home. The repeated message of one Zambia, one nation, one people reminds us that unity is not just symbolic, it is strategic. Stability creates confidence. Confidence attracts investment. Investment creates opportunity. Then came democracy and constitutionalism. The president reflected on constitutional amendments that enhance representation, particularly for women, youth, and persons with disabilities. Legal reforms in the broadcasting space were highlighted, reinforcing independence and accountability in media institutions. There was also a firm commitment to peaceful, free, and credible elections in August 2026. Peaceful democracy strengthens economic prospects. Strong institutions create predictability. Predictability encourages both domestic and foreign investment. When governance systems mature, prosperity becomes more sustainable. Next came Human dignity, equity, and social justice, perhaps the most data-rich part of the speech. The Constituency Development Fund has increased significantly over the past few years, empowering communities directly. Social cash transfers have been doubled, and the number of beneficiary households expanded to 1.5 million. Pension reforms have allowed over 500,000 citizens to access partial withdrawals, amounting to billions of kwacha injected into households. More than 18,000 health workers have been recruited, with additional recruitment ongoing. Rural electrification connections have expanded significantly, bringing power to thousands of new households. These are structural reforms. You cannot build prosperity without strong communities. You cannot talk about innovation without education. You cannot talk about industrial growth without electricity. You cannot talk about human capital without health, which brings us to energy. The speech acknowledged the electricity challenges Zambia experienced, but also highlighted decisive action, expansion of solar power stations, clean coal generation, electricity imports, and continued hydro expansion. Energy security is economic security. When power supply stabilizes, small businesses operate more efficiently. Manufacturing expands. Agro-processing becomes more viable. Mining value addition becomes achievable. The ripple effect across sectors is enormous. The address also focused on governance and integrity. The president highlighted faster prosecution of corruption cases and significant asset recovery initiatives. Strengthening institutions and reinforcing accountability are essential components of long-term prosperity. When governance systems improve, public confidence improves. When confidence improves, economic participation increases. Integrity protects national wealth. Then the speech moved into sustainable development. Zambia has positioned itself on a green growth trajectory. Climate resilience efforts have been strengthened. Forest land under community management has more than doubled. Environmental safeguards in mining are being reinforced to ensure that economic growth and environmental protection move together. This is forward-looking leadership. The future global economy will increasingly reward sustainability. Countries that balance natural resource extraction with environmental stewardship will remain competitive. Finally, the president reflected on macroeconomic progress. The kwacha has strengthened relative to previous volatility. Inflation is trending downward. Economic fundamentals are stabilizing. Macro stability creates the platform upon which micro progress is built. Stability allows businesses to plan. It allows households to regain confidence. It allows wages to grow sustainably. It allows prices to normalize gradually. Prosperity is rarely instant. It is built step by step through reforms, through discipline, through consistency. The speech closed with a call for unity as Zambia approaches the 2026 general elections, a call to reject violence, a call to reject hate speech, a call to maintain peace before, during, and after the polls. Peace is not optional in development. It is essential. Bridges to prosperity are not constructed overnight. They are engineered carefully. They require strong pillars: education, energy, governance, unity, sustainability. They require cooperation between government, private sector, and citizens. And what this address demonstrates is a deliberate effort to align policy with values, to embed morality in governance, to embed unity in economics, to embed dignity in social policy, to embed sustainability in development planning. As reforms continue to take shape, the opportunity before us is participation. Participation from citizens, participation from businesses, participation from young innovators, participation from communities. Prosperity grows when policy, productivity, and unity move together. Zambia is at an important stage. Systems are strengthening, reforms are ongoing. Opportunities are emerging. Now the work continues. As always, this platform remains committed to constructive analysis, to encouraging responsible dialogue, and to focusing on building rather than dividing. Let us continue building together leaders, citizens, businesses, and communities with unity and shared purpose. This is The Awakening with Kelvin Phiri, and this is Bridges to Prosperity. Until next time, keep building wisely.